sure this is turned on.
Hmm?
I said, make sure this is turned on. Is yours flipped on?
Yeah.
All right, get comfortable.
It's nice using these and not the
It's way
stands.
nice. Dude, okay. Of course, at the start of this, I'm already trying to, all right, Jake, tell everyone who you are. I don't think they know or have heard of you on the show before, but I need to respond to this text. Oh, shit. Okay.
Jake Heilmann, 5'10", 145 pounds.
I'm nervous. When's the last time you think I've done something like this?
An episode?
No, what I'm trying to do right now.
Oh. A while. 2 years. Pre-COVID times.
Pre-COVID times for me, you think?
Well, when were we at the Mecca? That one time.
Oh yeah, that was a bad one. That was like this time last year almost.
Was it a year ago? That was during COVID? I don't know. Whatever. Off to a hot start.
I'm off to a great start to the new year, if I'm being honest with you. I think. I don't want to get too ahead of myself.
Yeah, we're only, 5 days in?
Yeah, what day is it? Happy
Fifth.
New Year, everyone.
The 5th.
Are you in the center of the camera? I kind of like this setup. I really do. It's easier than putting it in the garage.
And warmer.
Warmer, I'm more comfortable.
Even though I don't have the heat turned on here. But
It's hot as
don't
balls
need
in here. I also wearing a sweatshirt.
Can you
so-
imagine if the heat was actually turned on?
Yeah, dude. Imagine this place. I mean, again, in the summer, we've lived through it, but this place sucks.
Yeah.
Wait, where's your AC unit?
Still here. I had to take it out the window, or else it'd be freezing in here right now.
You might want that.
Yeah.
I didn't even ask you what you did for New Year's. What did you do?
Like house party, just local. I think I'm over going to the bars and spending $50 to get into a bar that you go to any weekend for free.
I feel pretty targeted for that.
So
Although I spent $50 for like a bar in Nashville, so
that's way different.
Yeah, way
I'm
different.
saying these are in our backyard. So
Yeah, the ones that are usually free to get into.
it's stupid.
What bar?
We didn't go to a bar.
Oh yeah, you didn't go to a bar. What? Oh, I can't ask what house, and I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Would you pay $5 a cup?
Well, it was probably more. I mean, we brought our own stuff, so yeah.
That's nice.
When we're older, you bring like nice bottles of champagne and stuff. It adds up.
Is this on? Yeah. I'm so bad at this. You definitely spent less money than I did this weekend. That's for sure.
Yeah,
I didn't
fly
spend
anywhere.
$1,600 though this time, or $1,500.
Did?
I didn't. I think I'm just underneath it. Dude, I can't go there and not spend at least $1,000. Especially I'm there for 4 days.
Well, you can't just go to Nashville and then go and then be cheap there.
No, and
Like, you're not gonna have the same amount of fun. What's the point? Like, you don't go then.
I'm also the kind of person that I hate. Like I believe in the what goes around comes around. I think most of us are when it comes to like drinks and paying for stuff like that, like in our friend group. But
those people like Venmo request you for after
yeah, but
every
I
one?
hate
No.
also waiting for the comes around sometimes. So, like if I finish my drink, I'm not gonna be like, hey, I bought this one, you guys bought that one, or you guys buy the next one, or like wait for them to even acknowledge. I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna go get it, and then you know what, I'm just gonna get another round for everyone, and then that starts adding up. And that was me on New Year's. I'm like, every time I put my card down, it was like $70. I'm like, motherfucker.
Yep. It depends who you're. Sometimes it comes around in some groups, but yeah, ones like that.
Yeah.
Also, what, you're the oldest, and for some
but
reason
like,
that plays a part, but not really.
I don't know if that plays a part. Like I no longer feel like I'm old in this friend group at all, even though I am the oldest.
Yeah.
I don't act like it. That's times when in Nashville, I play dad mainly because I think everyone else will die.
How many people in the group though? Because that's a factor. When
That was in our group.
Because you're buying around for everyone.
5.
That's
Six.
okay.
Six.
That's pretty.
It's a decent amount.
Yeah.
It's not that big of a deal. The worst we've been there plenty of times. We've never been there for New Year's, and so I was thinking, all right, we got to get there at like 8:00. That's pretty early for New Year's. I think here would be early, right? Yeah. We got there at 5:15 in the afternoon. The sun, I don't think, had even set yet. And there was a line around the corner for, like, Aldean's. And they're like, did you get tickets beforehand? We're like, we're fucked if we needed tickets beforehand because we got nothing. Then we literally just walked across the street, and the Kid Rocks was wide open. $50 cover charge. But then
15 or 50?
50 a person, which I was prepared to spend more than that for a bar in Nashville on New Year's.
Yeah. That's like the same in Milwaukee. That's
you can go any floor. It's like 3-4 floors or whatever. Like
it's fine.
$50 for all that. Fine. We stayed on one floor the whole time, the rooftop. Didn't move.
5:15. You were there for 7 hours.
Dude, we didn't leave till 2.
You were there for 9 hours at Kid Rock.
I have never wanted New Year's to come quicker in my life. Like the hours of 9 to midnight, I'm like, this shit needs to fucking end. Because the best part about Nashville is like bar hopping.
And also, that bar is more fun, I think, during the day.
It might be. I don't like, but it was just, I was like, oh my God, I'm going to die. And I was so tired when we got there too. Because we drove down Thursday afternoon. Yeah. We got in at 12:50.
Wait,
like
who did you
1 a.m.
drive with?
Me, Ethan, Megan, Rachel.
Okay.
And got in at 1, saw Jake and Brian, and we went out immediately. Because their bars are open until 3 there. And we went out for an hour and a half. Everyone was hammered. Everyone in that hour and a half. It was
like playing catch up.
Playing catch up and stuff. Like it was, I swear to God, Megan, we got to the first bar. We all ordered drinks. We walked from the bar to the dance floor. I turned back to the group, and Megan looks at us and goes, who needs another drink? I'm like, what the fuck? And it was like, it was a gain switch. It was like, boom. I'm like, oh my God, you are another one. And yeah, so that was fun the first night. As usual, like, people lose things. So night.
Do you lose your virginity?
I wish. No, I'm still hoping on that one. Hoping to get it by 30, or lose it by 30. I think I'm gonna get it back. So New Year's night. Oh boy. 1 second.
Unfortunately, I wasn't there, so I can't tell the story.
Yes, I will take them. Is that all right?
Deal.
Okay.
I just wanted to make sure because Derek just texted me. He's like, "Hey, does anybody want them yet?" So I was like, "Ah, fuck it, I'll just call them."
Yeah. Just email them to me. That would be great.
All right, sounds good. And then I'll pay Derek $80, and then you just
Yeah,
$60 whenever.
that works.
Because I think a bag of pellets is what, like $20 or something like that.
Yeah, dude. It doesn't matter. Yeah, that's totally fine. I'm holding you up to the microphone, which is a bad idea.
Box tickets, baby.
I'll have Derek email them to me, text me your email, and I'll forward the tickets to you, and then I'll Venmo Derek.
All right, sounds good. I appreciate it, buddy. All right. Yep, we'll do. Bye. Okay, you need to keep talking while I respond to this again. This is the worst episode ever.
I think you say that at least a couple of times, at least 3 times every time we do an episode.
I know. Well, you need to talk because I can't do both at the same time. What was I saying before, though?
What you did on New Year's, and then I can't tell your story. I wasn't there.
Yeah. Well, how was the house party? How about that? Let's go back to that real quick.
It was fine. It's exactly what you expect.
Is that all you have to say?
Yeah.
What did you guys do? Did you guys play Quiplash on the TV?
No. We did that the night before, though.
Dude, my brain is having 6 different conversations right now. This is so hard. Dude, you need to talk into the.
I'm gonna wait for your story. There's so much to talk about, but I'm not gonna jump.
We have plenty to talk about after this that I don't want to talk about on here, but like,
okay.
So. Yeah.
Can be
so we had 9 hours at Kid Rock's, and to be honest, like, it blurred for sure. I didn't like black out by any means, but I don't remember hanging out with Gain or Kashik for most of it. when I did find him, one of them, I got to stop using their names. One of them was like bull in a china shop. He goes, I lost my wallet, dude. I lost my wallet. So I like spent 30 minutes doing circles on the rooftop looking for it. Never found it. And then the other one was Mr. Cowboy Casanova, he thought, and thought every woman wanted to talk to him.
Yeah.
I'm like, let's reel it back in here, buddy. But then it was fine. Yeah, we made it home, $80 Uber later, which was surprising because every other Uber later that weekend was like $8, which was nice. Next morning, the guy who lost his wallet woke up.
Well, I know, just based on the
he lost his wallet. Woke up and he's like, I gotta go get it. And I was like, all right. So he decided to finish a quarter of a handle of Fireball and 2 beers. Go look for his wallet. Had to pay to get like an online ID, which worked at half the bars later that weekend. Didn't get his wallet. Had to come back. Was wasted. Then we went back down to Broadway. This man fell asleep at lunch. They didn't kick him out at all. Made it till 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I was like, we got to go. We can come back out. So me and two guys walk to the parking structure. He just lays on the floor of the parking structure. It's raining. To which security came out and goes, you guys can't do this, for 1. 2, is he okay? 3, this is a private structure. Get the hell out. We're like, oh, fuck.
You have a thing for parking structures.
Yeah. Oh, fuck, yeah. I will never tell that one on here. And so go back. The other group meets us back out. We go back out later that night. Second guy loses his wallet. He also gets kicked out of the very first bar we go into. The very first bar. They won't even tell us why. He tried like coming back up the stairs. We were at Tootsie's. He tried coming back up the stairs. He goes, Michael. I'm like, you're getting kicked out. Go. Like, we're coming to you. And he goes, all right. Goes out. I was like, I got to go get the, Ethan. And I go and grab him. I'm like, hey, we're leaving. Go downstairs. And as I come downstairs, the guy who got kicked out is trying to get back into the same bar, just in a different door, which, to give you some context, they're 6 feet apart. So, like, the other bouncer definitely saw this man just get bounced. He goes, you're not coming in here. He goes, why? And we're like, whatever.
I love that drunk people think they're the sneakiest.
The sneakiest and the most, like, intelligent people in the world. And so we go to a different bar. At this point, it's like day 3. I don't care anymore about most of their safety. We lose the guy that got kicked out of the bar. I'm like, I don't even know where he is. He like was talking to a girl before.
Dude,
and was like,
you don't lose someone in Nashville.
Yeah. So he goes. So he just like, we think he went to go talk to her. I'm like, oh, we'll find him later. Yeah. Didn't at all. So we try a different bar. Ethan can't get in because he doesn't have his wallet. Decoding the messages who lost his wallet. And then we find another bar. We get into it. Redneck Riviera. We meet up with another person from our high school, actually, and 3 of us are hanging out downstairs. 2 of them go upstairs, one of which has no wallet, the other of which has $27 to their name and doesn't have her wallet either because the other girl is holding it downstairs. So I get a phone call. Apparently, according to them, they ordered 2 drinks. And one of them looks at him and goes, how are we going to pay for
$20
this?
$20 right there.
Yeah. And Ethan,
more,
Ethan goes, I got this. She's like, I don't know how. Thinking he's going to steal the drinks, he just calls me and goes, hey, man, I need you to come upstairs and pay for my drinks. Like, he was Venmoing us money throughout the day. He goes, he gained $300. He goes, here are my drinks for the night. Which is the dumbest person to Venmo because he's going to disappear. I go upstairs immediately. I'm like, all right, I'll buy their drinks. Go upstairs, call. I'm like, where are you? He goes, we got kicked out. I'm like, I'm done. Go somewhere else. They go home. Us 3 spend the rest of the night downstairs at this like smaller. It was really nice. Small. Like I had one of my favorite nights ever there.
What?
Redneck Riviera. Just like super fun.
We've been there.
I had never been there before, so I don't think you have either.
Is it right on Broadway?
Yeah. And it was just like a really fun band. They were taking requests like through Venmo and stuff. Like I didn't need cash. Ton of fun. Then Sunday came around and Gain had one of his famous hangovers. Like the amount of times he said, I ain't never been down this bad was alarmingly annoying. And
Must have been pretty bad then.
yeah. Brian was hungover for most of the weekend. Kashik didn't move. And then we just kind of sat there. We watched football and that was it. But my favorite part of this, there's one I want to tell on here, but I'm not going to because I don't think it's not that it's not appropriate.
Said person won't appreciate it.
No, I don't give a fuck about this one. This one, the one I'm gonna tell you is worse. The other one, I just like I don't want to say it wrong. But so this is where I'm gonna leave out names for sure. There ended up just being 2 of us out from our original group the last night at the Redneck Riviera. We're like, we should probably go back. I'm like, let's get a hot dog. Get a hot dog, walk a little bit away, call an Uber. It's $8. We're like, all right, sweet. The other person's like, we should walk. I'm like, I'm not fucking walking to Jake's apartment and Jake and Brian's apartment. And I was like, $8. I will do that every day of the week.
Yeah.
We get back. I'm like, let's see if anyone's awake. 2 of them are like passed out on an air mattress. I open the door to one of the rooms, and someone's awake. And I'm like, dude, you're awake? He's like, yeah. I walked home. I'm like, it's a 35, 40-minute walk, I'm pretty sure. And I'm like, what are you, like, why? Like, didn't guy goes, I don't know where my wallet is. I'm like, you still have your phone. And I'm like, who are you talking to right now? He goes, I'm talking to a girl. And I spiced this up for a bit on Monday. But I'm like, really? He goes, basically, he's like, I think I'm sexting this girl.
What?
And if you know this person, you're like, this has got to be the most entertaining sex ever.
Oh my God, did you get to see it?
I got to hear what some of what he said was. And I will leave out like the beginning part, but it came to a point where I was looking at his phone. He gets sent a spicy picture. Ish, I think he said. And I go, I'm out of here. Like, I don't need. He goes, watch this. To which this man replies, and I quote, Jeepers.
Jeepers?
One word, just Jeepers.
That's like horrible. It's like yikes.
I'm not a female. Never have been. Never will be. But if I was and I sent a guy a spicy pic and he responded with Jeepers, that man would be deleted from everything in my life. Phone, memory, like never. In my head, I'm like, I've never even met this dude.
Did he
Consult you before he said
No,
sent
he
text.
literally just goes, watch this. Started laughing, sent it, and then I was crying. Like that little like what acronym or like raffle. I was actually raffling. I was rolling on the floor.
Acronym?
I was What is it? The text. What is it called?
Yeah, it's an acronym, sure.
But
It's funny that you
dude,
brought it up.
I was crying. I was like, "There's no way this girl responds." Dude, he was up for another like 20 minutes talking
She
to this girl.
responded. Huh.
Yeah, at
How
that
do you
point, I'm like,
respond to Jeepers? I'm curious.
hey man, am I talking to Charlie Barons all of a sudden? Like, it was the single greatest response I've ever seen to a text in my life, and I will never be able to top it. Part of me wants to say it to someone, but it would have to be like an inside joke.
Yeah.
It
Well,
like
now
you
you can
can't
say it.
now like if that was like your girlfriend or your wife and you said Jeepers and that's just like your guys' thing, fine. You're cross country. You've talked to this girl like once, or you've hooked up with her once and whatever, and you said Jeepers to a pic at 1:30 in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, you don't deserve to talk to this girl anymore.
Any update on that?
No, I refused to ask.
Okay.
I was like, I'm going to bed. But that was basically the weekend. I wanted to do an episode down there. We did none.
Yeah.
Took all the stuff down here. You saw the suitcase that came in.
Yep.
I set the cameras up.
drinking during it is fine. Before drinking is fine. After drinking and doing an episode, not fine.
No, I did one.
That would be a pretty boring episode.
Well, the last
People
one I did like
ruining-
that was in Arizona, but we were also like drunk and a little high, but also hungover at the same time.
Yeah, different.
That
It was
and we were
late
in
night.
Halloween costumes still.
Yeah.
That was the Pirate and the Flash. But that's it. I mean, the car ride down. Oh yeah, the car ride down. 30 minutes in, I go, I'm not doing this. On the way back, I booked a flight.
You did?
Yeah. And I did not let
Well, at least
the
you
rest
were-
of the car
at
ride.
least you didn't lose your wallet, cause.
Oh yeah. Did you
That's
think
what I
I
was
was gonna
saying.
lose my wallet?
No,
Look at
no.
If you go with a group like that, and you know someone's gonna be worse than you, you can almost guarantee yourself you're not gonna lose anything, strictly because like you're mentally like I can't, otherwise we
Yeah.
all die.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Dude, I'm telling you
Can
this.
you imagine a trip like we've gone to Nashville a handful of times?
Yeah.
That group, like the worst person of every trip going together on the same trip, like those 3 or 4 people together.
I would love to put like
The
a
first
dream.
person doesn't have anything.
Yeah.
On them.
I would love to put
2
a
minutes away from where they.
dream team together of just the biggest
Oh,
fuck
dude.
ups we know
That's how you make
together,
the
and
news.
just to see like, hey, how many of you guys have all your belongings? Like just something simple. Have all your stuff at the end of the
Yeah.
weekend. Who would you? Look, we got 6 people. Who are you putting in that group? We won't use last names. Our friends will know this.
Is this their peak stage or now?
I think peak stage could
That's
be any,
different.
could have been any
It's
of
like-
us.
Dream team like now for like.
Dream team, like you get 4 people now, 2 in their peak.
What if they overlap?
Well, then if they overlap, they're in their peak and it's now, we'll count it as a now. Like I'm putting Gain,
Kane, Brax.
Brax peak, not
Yeah.
Brax now.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm doing Ethan,
Oh, he made it from this week. Oh, and Green Bay.
Sam,
Yep.
Pape.
He might be the other peak though.
Yeah. So Braxton, Pape, peak.
Yeah.
I would still do Jake, Ethan, Sam now.
Oh, there's got to be some dark horse that we're missing.
I have no idea. Who would we do as a 6? Like, or
That's
do you,
a hard
or
one.
do you have to put like a super dad in that group and be like, hey man, do you think you could get them all home? So like
I kind of
all.
want to throw Corey in there just for fun.
Oh yeah. So you do like all of the, or like all of them, and like throw Jack in there, like, hey Jack.
Oh no! Then it's a tame weekend instantly. It's not the same.
Yeah, Jack would tame him a bit. Jack would tame, I think, Jake. Maybe, dude. To be honest, if I could pick like a specific weekend of you, it like you formal.
Yeah, that'd be bad.
You guys wouldn't drive home. I'll tell you that. Like your scheduled drive time would
No.
be about 8 hours late. Are you talking in the microphone, by the way? Because I'm looking. Okay. All right. Yeah, you are. Just soft spoken. I can't believe I'm going to the Bucks game.
I can't believe I might be going to the Bucks game.
You're not.
Shit.
Um,
No, that's bad. That's fine.
I was just recording a voice message that whole time to this person who's going with us. Didn't think.
Don't send it.
I didn't send it, but it wouldn't have been a big deal.
Are the seats any good? I got a tip for you.
You have a tip
If
for
they
me.
suck.
If they suck, what? I would like to hear this.
You just go on any ticket site, TickPick, StubHub, whatever. And you
Okay.
find all the tickets that haven't sold yet. And then you just go sit there. Because no one's going to come sit there.
Wait, I've just started sharing my location. I thought, how do you just send locate? Oh, send location. There we go. Dude, this will be interesting. I'm looking forward to it.
What's my ticket tip?
What?
What's my ticket tip that I just told you?
Go on Master or StubHub,
Mhm.
see what hasn't been not stolen, bought, and then sit there.
Yeah.
If the tickets suck, I'm not gonna really care where I sit.
True.
This is gonna be my first
Oh,
Bucks
and
game.
don't order food there. Oh my God, do not order food at the
I'm
game.
not hungry at all.
Good.
so-
Well, or beer for that. I think you have to. Well, no, beer's fine.
Do I need a mask?
If you need to order, probably yeah.
Fuck.
But I've been there. I've been to 2 or 3 games now. Ordered food every time. One time we ordered in the first quarter. Never even got it. Like waited for 2 quarters at the thing, and then one time we ordered and it took like two quarters to get it.
Is it a nice stadium?
Yeah, it's nice. It's just an
Actually,
absolute
I've been
shit
in
show.
there. I've been in
It's
there
a
once.
shit
Yeah.
show though with the food service.
We're doing well this year. I mean, we're like third place, I think.
Average. We had some injuries. Giannis got COVID. I think it's okay.
COVID and like
we just lost to the Pistons. I think.
COVID in basketball has to, I think, be one of the more detrimental ones. I feel like because you're
Yeah.
gonna miss
There's
more
so many
games in a
games.
week.
Yeah.
However, not as many games mean as much as like the NFL. So like if Rodgers were to get somehow like COVID again, going
Yeah.
like because he can get tested again the week before the Super Bowl. Imagine he gets test positive before. I'm knocking on wood for that. If we go to the Super Bowl, and like that's the one game you miss, like that's you're fucked.
Yeah.
We'd be fucked.
They
Can you
better-
imagine Jordan?
They're
Love's like,
gonna have to be so careful beforehand.
oh yeah, I bet they do some. If I know like the bubble, like a lot of the NBA players complained about the bubble.
But it worked.
But it worked. That was like a month long, right?
Yeah, but again, going back, they had more games.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like,
I bet like some players probably just put themselves in their own little bubble. Be like, this means way too much.
yeah.
And just-
but then, I mean, you're playing against people and you're in each other's faces, and you're gonna
It's
get it.
so it's so stupid. None of it
It is
makes sense.
stupid.
Like, what was the thing with Rodgers where like every interview has to be like 6 to 8 feet apart, and then they're allowed to give each other hugs afterwards? Like he hugged Aaron Andrews after the interview. Like, what's the fucking point of you
That's
guys
so
masked
dumb.
up?
My favorite is the plane. Everyone gets on the plane all masked up, and then they hand out like snacks, and everyone's fucking eating and drinking. Like,
Or how about like everyone is playing, like you're bumping into everyone. By the way, there's also 40,000 people breathing, screaming towards you. You're telling me some of that doesn't get to the fucking field? It's like a super like sneeze, and they
Does
go and
it?
like,
I
hey,
don't know.
can you put your mask on when we do an interview? But we're also 40 feet away from you. None of it makes sense.
part of it's for the look to show, yay, I care.
I care, but you know what? I also care about like common sense, and there is none. I don't know. It's dumb.
No. Looking back on this, it's gonna be crazy.
Do you think we're gonna look on back on this?
Yeah, it'll come up. It'll be in the history books and all that shit.
Yeah, but like how long? How much longer do you think this lasts?
It's just the new flu.
Yeah. What if if it keeps like decreasing in like what? So now it's more contagious, just less severe.
Now there's a new one in France. Yeah.
There's a new one in France. What
Oh, yeah.
transformer is this named after?
It's IHO, I think, or IHU. Yeah, I think.
Ihu?
It kind of sounds like you're sneezing. I think it's
Ew.
hilarious. Yeah. A brilliant mastermind came up with that one.
Ihu. That's awesome.
I'm pretty sure. It's something like that. One of those.
I've never even heard of that.
Yeah.
I got the Omnicrony. That wasn't bad.
No.
You have yet to get it. That's impressive.
I think
Yeah,
I've taken every test I've taken has been negative.
Well, I've taken one of the tests I've taken has been positive. It wasn't bad. This Omnicrony, it was not bad at all.
Yeah. That's what
Um,
I heard.
Where's none of my other family members got it. Like my mom had to cancel Christmas, like I told you before when I got here, and then it was fine. Like 2 days later, I said.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad I got it then and was able to do stuff for New
Yeah.
Year's. Because Christmas at our house is like nothing too exciting, but it's still nice to hang out with family every once in a while. But I mean, like every holiday now for us, it's like we're done by 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Like we
Yeah.
don't do dinner. We do like late lunch. Do you do dinner for holidays?
We do because my brother's born on Christmas, so we get half Christmas, half birthday.
Which is for Christmas has to be first then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Christmas morning, Christmas brunch ish, and then birthday for the rest
How
of the
does
day.
that go with your brother for presents?
That's everyone's first
Yeah.
question.
Yeah, because I mean, I feel like that's got to
Like,
be the
oh,
cool.
that's gotta suck. You just have one day. Like, do you get double the presents on that day?
I mean, it's like a middle school question, yeah, but does he?
But I still care. Yeah, he kind of does. I think, I don't know. In the long run, probably got gypped.
Probably, yeah.
Especially, can you imagine? It's your birthday, and you're watching your siblings open up all these other great
Yeah.
gifts for Christmas,
You're
and
like,
then you get like them, and then you get some more. Like, it just takes away
It takes away like the birth. You just feel like you're getting an extra
Yeah.
Christmas present almost.
takes away the excitement around for yourself. Plus, you can never like do stuff with friends like on a 21st. You can't really go out to a bar and
The
It's always
birthdays
family.
between Christmas and New Year's kind of have to suck.
yeah.
Like Sam's birthday is the 27th, and like when you're in college, I don't think it matters that much. I don't actually know when it would matter, but like I think most people are like, all right, Christmas, and then you don't really do anything the day after Christmas. You're kind of like unwinding depending on what you do with your family. And then at that point, you're like, all right, I'm going to maybe try and be semi-good until New Year's.
Yeah.
So the idea of like, oh, we got another weekend, especially if it, like Christmas is Thursday, your birthday's like the 27th, and it's then Saturday's your birthday. So you're going out Friday, Saturday, and then New Year's is Tuesday. You're like, holy fuck. By January 2nd, you're like, I think I'd rather just not go through this year.
Yeah, it's a lot. But yeah, Christmas is like the rarest birthday you can have. I think the least amount of people are born on Christmas.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't.
According to my brother, we'll see.
I think that's your
I
brother.
have
just-
not.
yeah, that's your
that.
brother blowing smoke up your ass.
True.
I was gonna go see him perform at the Jazz Estate.
Last night.
No, I didn't know he was performing last night.
Last week.
And
And got canceled.
I was about to go down, because then I was like,
Yeah.
I'll just do the open mic tonight. And as I'm like getting in my car, he responds and he's like, nah, I got canceled because of COVID. I'm like, all right, I am not going down right now because I am fucking exhausted.
Yeah, we were gonna go to that too, but yeah. bad.
He texted me on Monday. He goes, are you at the Bremen open mic? And I saw it when I got off stage. I was like, fuck. Otherwise, I think he might have showed up.
When you got off stage.
So like when I'm there, I don't really I get there, kind of just put my phone down and I'll try and talk to people, or
Yeah.
I'm watching other people perform, and
Oh, but you were there.
but I was there,
Oh,
and so then
nice.
I went up, and then I'll look at my phone, and I saw that he texted me. I was like, damn, he hasn't seen me perform yet. Only you and Emily have.
Yeah.
But that would have been cool. This bothers the shit out of me looking at this on the screen, because the microphones don't pick up sound as well.
Just flip the.
Ooh, I got questions for you actually.
Okay.
Kinda.
Let's go. Sure.
So I asked this when Simba was on, which some shit has started because of that. So first question: if you could have a number be above everyone's head, okay? So like you're walking through everyday life,
Yeah.
and everyone had a number just projected
Like
above their
floating.
head.
Yeah.
What do you think the funniest thing that number could represent would be?
Oh.
So, like-
not everyone has the same number. It's like
So if
how attractive they are. It would be out of 10, like something like that.
no, so I posted this video on TikTok. I got taken down right away for my idea, which is dumb. But if I'm walking down the street and everyone has this number above their head and it all represents the same thing, but the number that I chose for that day was how many times did this person jerk off today? And so it'd be real funny if it was 7 o'clock in the morning and someone's at 2 and you're like, dude, was this a late night thing or was this early morning. How lonely are you? You got a guy that's up to like 4. You're like, I am not shaking your hand.
Yeah, I gotta get creative. I was thinking like their net worth or. I don't
That's
know,
what
like a
Simba said. I
total
like.
thing.
That's why I was like, because the question that it came from was like, what would be the funniest thing it could be?
Yeah.
Because like obviously so many people would be like, all right, how much money does this person have? Or I don't like.
How many times they bought Plan B, or how many like.
Or like what if it was like how many days you have left to live?
Yeah, that'd be fucked.
Someone's just like, you're walking, someone's just like, oh, I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna die.
Somehow you couldn't see your own, or
So you can't. So that would be my idea too. Is like you can't see your own. I also
but
think
somehow someone couldn't tell you. Can you imagine you see someone and the seconds are just ticking down?
Jesus, and you're looking for cars and shit.
That'd be terrifying.
Then you realize you're the only car. You're like, I'm gonna fucking hit this
my
dude.
God.
No, so I think I think it'd be a cool concept for a movie actually. So when you wake up in the morning, you choose what number you want represented above everyone's head.
Maybe you can't do it twice.
Not that you can't do it twice, but so I chose the jerk off. It's Monday. I chose jerk off. I really want to know what freaks there are on Monday morning. Who's jerking off twice before noon? But we're roommates. You choose something different. So I don't know what you're seeing above my head. You don't know what I'm seeing above your head.
Yeah.
And it's not like you're going to tell anyone. So, like, you can't wake up and be like, I'm not going to jerk off today, so I'm a 0 all day.
Right, yeah.
So you could jerk off and be like, what if his thing is like, how happy am I on a scale of 1 to 10? And then you're like, whatever. But then just, like, going throughout your day. So then you could be like, it doesn't have to be a number, or it could be like an intention or something like that. I think it'd be kind of fun. Normally, the amount of looks people would get in public would be absurd.
It'd be really weird.
All the numbers blend together at a bar, so it
would cause mass chaos.
Mass chaos. It'd be so impressive. Somehow in the movie, someone learns how to turn their number off, or like
or
change their number, or know what they're doing. So like, I'm walking up to you, and like he's looking at jerk off numbers, and be like, all right, dial that the fuck down. I think that'd be an interesting movie idea.
Sounds complicated.
Didn't we have another movie idea when we were talking here once?
Yeah. Were we talking an episode, though? No. I think we were just shooting shit.
We might have. How many times do you think I've slept on this couch?
I already forgot it. I don't know. More than me.
My sweat's in this couch for sure.
Yeah, I want to get rid of this one. I got a new one. I kind of want to get Connor's couch or something like it.
You just do the L here.
Oh, no.
Where'd you put it over there?
Not here.
Oh, for somewhere
Never
else.
Again. I could do it, but I don't want to move it in here just to move it out. Yeah, if you stay in Milwaukee, I found a place, but we can talk off.
Yeah. I'm thinking about it.
And that's even if I stay here.
Yeah. Well, you would go San Francisco?
I think ultimately, yeah.
That's where you think
Maybe
you're going to end
LA.
up? I'm not going to
I think it'd be easier to be over there instead of flying there every other week.
True.
But I don't think I want to live in California, though.
I don't know if I wouldn't want to live in California right now.
No.
I think everyone's leaving. I mean, there's always plenty of people going there.
And, like, Texas would be sweet, too. I understand that. Been there a couple times. But I think it's for...
I'm not even saying
now
Texas.
Maybe it's prime time. But I don't want to be there, like, forever.
No. I'd see myself moving more than once in the next 6 years for sure.
Yeah.
I hate moving, though. Like, I moved... How many times did you... You moved every year in college, didn't you?
Every year. I think moving is, like, the worst thing in the world.
I love...
It's always way worse than you think it's going to be.
It is. I love setting up, though, when we're done. So you get everything in the room, and then it's like a puzzle. And you're like, all right, where do I want everything to go?
Yeah, I like planning ahead for it, though, too.
Yeah. But it's also kind of fun. We're like, all right. I could see myself having this here or whatever. Like, what would be your favorite room to decorate? Not even decorate, but like plan out. Like, what do you want the best room in your house to be? Mine is the
Probably-
kitchen, hands down.
See, I was gonna say living room, but my kitchen.
This kitchen is a
it's like
piece of shit.
Yeah, exactly. Like I don't know, but the kitchen's different because like living room, it's like what people are gonna more interact with. Kitchen, it's like little like fucking trinkets and shit.
Yeah, but like the kitchen also is where people interact too. Like if you're having a party,
Well, yeah,
and
that's why
you have a nice enough kitchen, we're cooking and we're eating in there.
That's why I hate this one because it's not open.
Yeah.
Like I wish this.
If
wall
that wall was
gone.
open, this would actually be kind of cool.
Yeah, it would be fine.
I still think you should maybe put something on the walls.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a picture there though? Like you at least move that.
On the ground.
Yeah.
I hung that one up.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
There's nothing on these walls, is there?
Uh-uh.
Your
I
furniture
don't
blends
spend
into
a lot
the
of
walls
time
too.
here anymore. This is just like a storage
No.
unit for me.
You're spoken for now.
This is a storage unit, and I work in the office now, and not here.
Yeah, I don't even spend a lot of time at home myself. It is. I'm home for wake up, leave, come back, eat,
But
go do
puts me
stand
in
up.
a weird spot because I'm not spending time here, so it's like I don't want to move to a nicer one because I'm not spending time here. But maybe it's because I don't like it, and then maybe I would.
I think
spend
it's a
more
good
time.
50-50.
Yeah.
Like if you had a nicer apartment, like I'd much rather have people here than feel like I need to go somewhere else
Yeah.
to enjoy being comfortable.
Yeah.
Like I've gotten used to the temperature in here and it's been way worse. But even I would be like, I mean, if she's got AC, we're going over there.
Yeah.
It's going to be way more comfortable. Especially like you have someone over and it's summer and like we can't sleep next to each other.
Or 4 dudes.
Or 4 dudes like we had here for what?
Holy shit.
What was it, the game 7? Dude, it just reeks
And
of
Rogan, yeah.
Yeah, and
both.
Rogan. Oh my god. Just reeks of sweat and body odor.
Yeah. Never again.
I'm trying to think. This has served its purpose though. For
Yeah.
sure for
Yeah.
you. Okay. What was the other question? Oh, this is a dumb one, but what do you think came first? The color or the fruit? Orange. Because theoretically, weren't they both created at the same time?
The color.
The color?
Yeah.
Okay. I asked them in the car on the way
Which kind
down.
of doesn't
They're
make
like,
sense though, because like apples aren't called reds except for Red's apple ale, or grapes aren't called purples.
true, but like
Greens are
But
called,
if
like,
orange came
greens,
first,
kinda.
like what do we call this? Orange, and then they're just calling this fruit. That's now a color too. Like I guess like how often are
Maybe
color?
the orange. I think the orange came first then, because colors are named after like. I don't know, like what color is that underneath that tree?
You want me to say snow?
No, the blue.
Under the tree. Oh yeah, blue. I
Like
was
what
looking at
kind
the
though?
plant.
It's like a baby blue
Sky blue.
or sky blue, and that's because the sky's blue. They didn't look at that and then name the sky blue.
No, but
Debunked.
but that's like a different version of blue.
Yeah.
So like, what was the first blue then?
Some really sad guy.
Yeah. Who's like dying? So
Like,
he's blue.
Yeah.
That was morbid as fuck.
I'm feeling really blue. Yeah, you look blue. Boom.
And then so now, yeah, what's the first? Like, because then we have variations. So like, what are the original colors? So we've cracked it. The original orange is
Blue,
a fruit.
yellow, and red.
Okay, but no, I'm talking about all the colors. What do you think the original colors are? So if the original blue is a dying man, the original orange is the fruit. What's the original red? Because there's
Blood.
blood.
Maybe. Yeah.
But it's blood red. What's
No, blood orange.
blood orange? Maybe it is blood. It's blood red. It's red blood.
What else?
Green.
You gotta think really basic. Like lead
Green.
green. Well, that's just like trees and shit.
Is that like
Grass.
a drunk guy? Like you're really
No.
green?
I mean, it's
No.
more fun to think that.
Yeah. It's just like some guy
Yeah,
stoned
red
off
is
his
just
head.
red is just a really angry guy.
Yeah.
Or a nervous guy.
So it just has to be emotions of people. That's where colors come from?
Maybe.
So like death is
Yellow
blue.
aren't yellow is like a liar.
Yellow's got to be like kidney failure or something.
Yeah.
Or like dirty fingernails. This is a dumb
Dumb.
conversation.
White.
That's just the first albino.
Yeah.
So we have green. What's green? We didn't figure out green.
You said some drunk guy, some sick
Yeah.
person.
I don't like that one. Wouldn't purple maybe be closer to like a dying person? Don't you turn more purple?
Purple and blue. Maybe blue
Yeah.
is hypothermia.
That could be it, but I thought that's black. What would black be?
No, that'd be someone burned alive.
They were savages back then.
Charcoal.
Yeah. The first naughty person on Christmas.
That's where it came from.
It's just
You don't get coal for Christmas. You become coal.
You become cool. All right, I think we need it. We've run through that question. There was another one. I asked this hunting, and I asked this, and we can end it. Oh fuck! I gotta send him my email. Is if you could have one question answered, like about anything in the world, whether it's a thought, I mean, it can be philosophical. It can be like, does 2 + 2 actually equal 4? Is Bigfoot real?
Yeah, yeah.
Loch Ness, like anything, like what would it be?
That's a long list. I love how it's just nothing. It could be anything. Maybe why? Should I be basic as fuck and be like, what is life? What is the meaning of life? Why are we here?
Yeah, I
What
try
came
and
first,
avoid
the
that
chicken or
one.
the egg?
Like
That's not
hunting,
fun though.
Hunting, I had one guy's like, is this?
Oh, I
question's
gotta I gotta pretend that I'm hammered, sitting in a cabin and just freezing.
Yeah,
with
well,
a
one
bunch
guy-
of dudes.
One guy, my buddy was like, I want to ask this, but I know like it doesn't go like, cause I have more religious family members. Like, I know it's gonna spark a conversation that none of us want to have. But
Yeah,
his question would be like, is God real?
yeah.
Like, if you could have that question answered.
Or like, is there life somewhere else?
I
those
also
are the
think a lot of
basic.
people's questions wouldn't be answered the way like you would want them to. So like, if your question was like, is God real? And they gave you an answer, they'd be like, no, but yes, in a sense. Like what you think
They'd be
of
like,
God.
maybe.
Yeah. Like, I'm like, that did nothing for me. Thank you.
It's like the 3 wishes when if you fuck it up
Yeah.
a little bit, they can twist it.
Yeah, like, can you make me taller? And instead they just make everyone like 2
Yeah.
inches tall.
Yeah, or they make your knees like 4 feet tall.
Exactly. Mine would be you need to think yours. I want to hear yours. And it's very abstract, but because I've had this thought my entire life, but why am I in control of me? Like, I will never know what it's like to be you. So why am I this consciousness? Why am I in control of this body? Why do I think? Because like that thought in my head is like, you can't help but think like you're semi like important or special, which sounds so vain. But if I've only ever known me, like I don't know if you guys are actually like
Real?
Like,
Yeah.
are you like
We're all just living in Michael's movie.
are you in my head? Like, and so like, do other people have those thoughts?
I think everyone has had that thought before.
Exactly, but I don't know that. Only I know I've had that thought.
Yeah.
I could be telling you to tell me that to give me some sense of calmness.
Yeah, I've had that thought too.
But like the idea of like why am I conscious the way I am conscious? This is a very high conversation.
Yeah. Mine would probably be like, how did like even space start? I know back on the space, but like, where did that come from?
Yeah. That was what one of someone's answers was this weekend. Or,
Someone's answers?
well, no, they're like their answer to the question.
Oh,
It was like where did this come from?
yeah, because everything starts somewhere, right?
You think like our idea of like
Because
life
like space is always expanding, all the time. It's
Yeah.
like they always say like it's like a glass of milk that's built on a table and it's just spreading. Like that's space. It keeps going and going and going and going.
But you
like,
way we think is
who
like
spilled
it's
the milk?
got to come from somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, who spilled the milk? And then where did that person come from? And then who made that person?
I mean, that's the most basic. You can have any other question you want, but like that's the only one that really matters.
That would answer like everyone's questions, basically.
Yeah.
I think. Or if I had another one, what was it going to be? I forgot it. Oh well. Okay, let's do something more
Fun?
not philosophical. Like
Let's do something fun.
like I said it in my solo one, if I could have like answers, I would want like give me complete access to the Vatican Library. Like I want to know what the fuck is hidden down there, or what's like I want the Egyptian answers. I want them all. Like what? How
all
the
government secrets.
I could give a fuck about our government secrets.
Well, they probably know a bunch of shit.
Yeah, but I bet like I mean, compared to like other things, I bet we're lower on the totem pole in terms of history.
Yeah.
Because like we're influenced from other places around, like from all around the world came here and then made America. There's so much influence. Like, dude, I got so into the Templar thing. It's ridiculous. Like the first world, it's ridiculous. There was like a little conspiracy nut for a while. Not nut.
When was that?
This was like a month ago. I watched, I think, 7 hours of Templar stuff, where it's like how they got kicked out, and like where Friday the 13th kind of stems from too, and how they think the Templars turned into the Freemasons.
Yeah.
And then that could be also, and how like they also could have like communicated with Egypt, because there's obelisks in New York and then there's obelisks in Egypt, and it's a lot of stuff. There's also like I forgot what show I saw it on, where they think there's a whole archive in like the left paw of the Sphinx, and they just won't look it up or like excavate it.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think there's like people are trying to hide some shit. I want to know what's going on, dude.
Should we go to Egypt?
That is the bucket list place of all places in the world. That is my number one.
Number one.
Yeah,
Really, number one.
number one. Where's yours?
Why aren't you gonna go?
Well, I'm poor, and I want to go with people.
Take it alone.
Take it alone. I don't feel safe alone. I tend to run
take out alone.
Oh, take out alone.
But yeah, take it alone too. Good luck.
I don't feel safe alone. I tend to run my mouth. So
No, that'd be a cool trip.
Egypt, and then I think top 3: Egypt, Italy, to be like basic,
Yeah.
and then somewhere in Asia, probably Japan.
Yeah. Where do I want to go? I really want to go to Australia. I really want to go to Prague. I think they just have a fun nightlife.
Bring this closer to your face for me.
And I don't know about a third. Oh, skiing in like the French Alps or in Japan, actually. That's up there.
So you want to go for like activities? I want to go for more like history and food.
Yeah.
I could give a fuck. Like when we were in college, everyone's like, we're going to Spain because we could like party all night.
Yeah.
I give a fuck about that anymore. I really don't care. Like it'd be fun for a night or two.
True, a whole trip.
But
doing
a whole
that,
trip of that, like no.
That's why Europe's nice though. You can just fly around. I still haven't been to Paris.
Paris would be cool.
That'd be good.
Do you think you could go into the catacombs?
Could I go in it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wouldn't freak you out? It'd
No.
freak me out after seeing As Above, So Below, the movie.
Oh boy, I don't know that one.
Go watch it tonight.
What is it?
As above, so below.
As above. Okay.
I usually laugh at scary movies, and I've said this on here a few times. This one, I
don't think I'm gonna watch this one.
I
By
shit
myself.
my pants, and I watched it with a group of people. Like I was sitting on top of the couch, like in the James, just like tucked against the wall. I'm like, I don't like this
Oh,
because
boy.
it's real. Like I had this conversation with Braxton. Scary movies that have some semblance of real life.
Yeah.
Like
Those are way creepier.
like that's a real place, and then it had like religious stuff. So creepy to me.
yeah.
So like they basically go and they
Like
just invert, and they're in hell.
Have you seen Midsummer yet? Midsummer?
No.
Yeah, that's similar to this, where it's like could be real. It's like a cult, and it's all based during the day.
Midsummer.
Yeah,
Is that a Netflix movie?
that might be.
Cult stuff's creepy too.
Yeah,
How do you get into a cult? Like you got to be like the greatest.
Like you get tapped
salesman.
on the shoulder, and you're like, "Hey,"
Hey.
or do you just meet someone at a
I'm
bar
looking
and
for
just
19
disappear?
wives. Yeah.
I don't know.
You got to be like the greatest salesman ever, or just like really good at finding the most vulnerable people.
Yeah, probably the latter, which is sad.
Yeah, that is sad. Where are we at for time?
Oh, let's on that note.
On that note, watch the microphones. Dude, we went way farther than I thought.
Might as well just make it an hour.
We can make it an hour. Yeah, I got time to kill ish. I got 5 minutes to kill.
And then wait. Oh yeah. Okay.
Game's at 7ish. I think I don't need to show up on time.
Who are we playing?
No clue.
Oh, the Raptors.
Sweet.
Yeah. Yeah. That'd be a good one, actually.
It should be fun. I'm looking forward to it. I got my wallet right. Yeah, that would have been bad.
Bring it full circle.
Yeah. I. How many times have you lost your?
I lost my wallet a couple days. Wait, did I tell you that?
No.
Already? On my trip. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you did tell me that. That was you trying to pay for shit.
That was
They made fun of you in your work email.
Yeah, so it's all good. I got it.
You
There's
got it
like
back?
no worse feeling. I only lost it for like an hour.
Oh okay. Oh, you left it in like an Uber, didn't you?
No, I thought I left it at a restaurant. I ended up leaving it in a lobby somewhere, and I figured it out. Thank God for COVID, because they were like, "Oh, let's see your Vax card." I had it, the physical one, had it in my wallet, didn't have it. It was like, "Driver, take me to this restaurant." The restaurant was closed, and they didn't have a number. I was like, "Oh my God!" So we rushed over there. I knew they were just closing up because I was that guy that was like, "Sorry, can I use the restroom even though you're like closing right now?" Like 30 minutes before that, went there, was knocking on the door. Some guy was like just about to leave. Actually, it was like a movie. When I was running up, they turned the lights off.
Really?
It's like, no, like my wallet's in there.
I need it.
Like, holy shit! I was supposed to check into a hotel that day. I wouldn't have had ID. I don't know what I would have done. But I knock on the door. Guy's like, "Oh yeah, you guys were just in here. No wallet." Like, it's like, oh my God. Oh my God. Like, there's only one other place that I like came from the airport to here, and then went to one other place, and then went to this other restaurant.
It has to be here.
It's got to be at this other place. I go to this lobby that I was in. I'm looking around where we were sitting. Nothing. That's when it was like peak defeat.
Yeah,
it's
like,
like,
I'm fucked.
oh,
There's a moment
this
then where you're
hurts.
like, you actually accept it. You're like, whatever it is, what it is.
You go like, it could be worse. I'm not dead.
Yeah,
Feels like it though.
that's how I felt
On
when I
my
lost.
phone, I think phone's worse. But yeah, I looked like across this long, huge lobby, and the security guy like kind of gave like the like
The
littlest
most faintest of waves.
wave. Like it almost looked like he was talking. Like I don't know. He wasn't trying to get my attention that much. And I was like, you know what? Maybe the off chance someone brought it over there, and
Yeah.
I walk up and they had it, which is good. And there's nice people there. I had one guy reach out to me on Facebook and LinkedIn. But the worst part is that my ID wasn't in there because I was rushing to get to a flight. And I gave them my ID going through security, and then I just threw it in my bag.
Oh.
So I didn't put it back in my wallet. So They
It
were
was
like,
tough. Like,
so when I got my wallet back, it was like dug through because they were trying to find like names and pictures and stuff.
they didn't just look.
So
at
it
a
looked
credit
like someone
card.
just like took it. Well, I mean, I had multiple in there, so they were probably trying to find the most of it.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
a bad feeling. Phone might be worse, and that
we
was a
actually had that
great story.
conversation. We had that conversation. What would you rather lose, your phone or your wallet?
So it's complicated, but for me it comes down more to like the pictures and like the passwords on my notes app.
If you're not backed up.
So if my phone's not backed up, I want my phone. But if it's backed up, I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a
but
fuck.
I have like some Polaroid pictures and like random stuff in my wallet that are like memories that I would never see.
My
get
phone's
back
backed
again.
up enough that I don't think I'd lose
Yeah.
much or even remember. So the only reason I want my phone is my stand-up notes. That's it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, every time I choose wallet, because, I mean, you don't, like, I have my phone. Like, I can contact people, yes,
Yeah.
but I can't pay for anything. I don't have identification. I don't, like, no one buys the, like, picture on the phone thing or whatever. Like, you can go places with ID and money, and I can go get a new phone.
True, but not having a phone, like you literally feel like you can't contact anybody, and also
That's
like,
a
yeah,
product-
you have like your parents like
That's a
numbers
product
or
of our
some
dependency, though.
True, but you have some people's numbers memorized, but not like everyone. Like,
I think that says more about us being so dependent on a
Yeah.
phone than anything.
yeah, they're
Like,
definitely,
if you feel like if you can't figure out a way to get to where you were, you
Yeah.
have no, like, I feel like it shows how much we just go through motions. Like, we have no
so
awareness.
much is on there. I mean, like,
I
yeah,
know.
you don't even need it to like get a ride home. You could get a cab, but you got to call a cab, or you could just take an Uber. But you don't have a phone.
Fair, but that's what too.
And you
like,
can't Venmo
like
somebody.
how quickly do you?
That's another
forget
thing.
where you live.
It's a weird trade-off, though. You should always have like a certain amount of cash in your wallet too, because
Yeah.
I had the opposite happen where I was taking a Lyft down from an airport down to downtown LA. It was an hour ride, and this my Lyft driver's app crashed in the middle of the highway. She freaked out because apparently it happened earlier that week, and the previous like rider like stiffed her and didn't pay her. So she freaked out and was like about to drop me off. I'm like, oh my god, no! Like, I will pay you in cash. Can you just take me there? And she ended up doing it, but I didn't have enough cash on me, so I had to like convince her that I was like, please, I'm gonna go to this ATM and I'll take it out and give it to you. And it ended up working out, but like having like, I don't know, $40 to $60 in there, where like if you lose your wallet, that sucks, but like could save you.
True.
Very ideal.
It's always like, in hindsight. Like, I was listening to Pat McAfee on the way here. Like, hindsight always wins.
Yeah.
Like, that is the
Yeah.
it always wins. And you know what?
Yeah.
Like, if you really want to be safe, have an old ID and some cash in your back pocket, your wallet in another pocket, your phone in the other
Yeah.
one, and a burner phone strapped to your sock or something. You're good to go.
Yeah.
But if you're some of our friends, you're gonna lose all of it, and we're gonna say fuck it, walk home.
But if you made it to the end, back up your phone right now, because
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of people do that.
No, I had to start paying for more and more storage, or I
The
just gotta get rid
iCloud
of.
thing, I know.
I gotta get rid of all the
don't do
clips
that.
on my phone from this fucking show.
Yeah, it just takes so much time to go through it. It's just not worth it.
So much space. All right, I gotta go. Thank you for doing this.
You're welcome.
All right.
Until next time.
Until next time.